A look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here we go. 180. 59.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A third down gain of 19.
Hey, gun.
Here's Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Push him back.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Houston. Darius Geis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles. right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now, a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Mike, here we go, here we go. Black 80! Hey, gun. 11.
Garoppolo on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this street, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them. And that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is Mostert. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is Geis, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Kill. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Tighten up. Alert flare.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Watson on first down. eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, he's going to launch the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go. 180! I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Now Mostert, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Hey, Zoo. Mike the 59. Come on, D. 21, 21.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, D, get off the field. Hey, watch that.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This is caught, it's Cooks. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
And the Texans first down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Funches has it complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
21. Here we go.
From the 35 on second down, Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
You're set. 19. 54 miles. It's our time. 10-4.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Garoppolo, 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Wrap it. 57. Mike, 57. 56. 57 to Mike.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
Mostert. They find some open field here. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
65. You got tight right there. Alert 3. Hey, gun.
It's Coleman here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
One, Omaha.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance?
11.
I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Hey, Alpha. Clock. Hey, check. Let's get hot.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense stands tall.
You can't block me. Check it back.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, God.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4 yards the pickup, first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Geis takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with Geis. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. To throw on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Eric Armstead able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play there for the Niners. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had...
He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big pickup of 38. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, this is Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's